Okay, now we will quickly look into the basic data types that is present in the Python. So first one is known as integer. So the first one is integer, and let me write down that integer. So anything that do not have these decimal points is known as integers, and there are negative and positive integers, right? Negative and positive integers. So, and if we want to know about this, we will use this type, right? If we give type, and we will provide this tuple, because tuple is an integer, so it will provide me what type of data is this. So it should give me a int, right? This is the thing. So now we can use this function is instance, and we'll provide this data, and we want to check whether it is int or not. So the answer will be always in boolean form, that is true or false. So I did some mistake over here. So is instance, right? Is instance, so that's true. And okay, and this is integer, so this code confirmed that the data we have provided is an integer. So now let's see. Now we know that let's check this provide 1/3. Now we know that this is not an integer because it contains the decimal point, right? 0.3333 non-terminating 3 we look at. Now if we provide this, aha, there is a new data type. Now we look into new data type known as float. So I'll go to the markdown. So there goes into the markdown. So I'll give 3 as number symbol, right? And I will write float over it. And float is any number that has decimal point in it, right? There is a rational and irrational numbers, where if the point after if the let me give an example to explain this. If this number is like that, right? 3 4 5 6, this number is terminating, right? If this number is terminating, then this is known as a rational number. And if these things does not stop and keeps on going, then it is known as irrational number. So generally in our computers, to save irrational number, it requires a large amount of memory, right? So the computer does the roundup by itself, and it stores the data. This does not be the problem in our general life, but if we want to do the same iterative process by dividing the same number again and again and again, then these roundup may play the significant role in your computation, right? So you need to be aware over here. So let's see again. We will check the type of, if we write anything about 1.0 also, this will also be a float. So let's check. Let's use this is instance again. So we'll provide some number like 0.333, and we want to ask whether this is a float or not. So we know that it should give us true value, right? So this is true. So if we add, let's say we want to add this is an integer and float we want to add, then it will give us 6.0, right? The overall result is also converted in float. So if we want to check this type of this 6.0, then we need to do type, and we need to give it as 6.0, this will be regarded as float, right? And if we want to convert this, this is also known as typecasting, right? We want to convert float to an integer. So to convert float into an integer, we will write int, and we will give float over in as an input, and this will be the output will be 6, right? So, and if you want to, if you have an int input and you want to convert it to float, then you'll write you will give as input 6 and it will convert to float. It will give you 6.0. All right. So okay, so now we will go into booleans. So booleans, let me go to the markdown cell. So markdown, and I will write over here boolean. So in boolean, the output will be either true or false, and the first letter will true. In true, the first letter will be capital, right? So type of the first letter of true will be capital. Tru true is going to be boolean. So we want to say again, we want to do the same. Is instance false a boolean? We want to check it as a bool. So it is true, right? There is boolean, it means true or false. The false will be a boolean. So any comparison operator will also provide you a boolean result, right? Is 20 greater than 10? If we ask this, it will give us the boolean result that will come as true, right? Now if we do 20 divided by 5, then this will be also regarded as false. So here is next very important. This is this will check the equality, right? This will check the equality. Is 10 equal to 10? This will give you true. And we also need to do this equivalent. Ints and floats are also considered equal, right? Which means this 40 is equal to 40.0, then this will give you as a true also, right? Let me write some comments over here for clarity. uh, Equivalent ints and floats are considered equal. So let me go to the next next problem. So one is, this is regarded as not equal to 2. So 1 is not equal to 2, that is true, right? This is not equal to, you need to think this symbol ex exclamation, sorry for that wrong pronunciation. So this symbol is regarded as not equal to, and over here now we will now discuss about not use the not for this. Let me write in this quotation mark, not for negation. So if you want to say not false means true, right? This will give you true. This is a more intuitive. And if you want to use, if we want to combine two these comparison results, we use logical and. So we will use the keyword and for logical and we will use 2 is greater than 1. This is true, right? This left hand expression is true. And 10 greater than 11, so this will be false. If any one of these expression will be false in this and logical and, then the entire statement will be false. So this is false. So in order to be this true, to display, to get the output true, both this boolean expression needs to be true, right? Left hand side and right hand side needs to be true. So in or any one of the expression is true, then the overall expression will be regarded as true. So 2 is greater than 1, this true statement, or 10 is greater than 11, this is a false statement, right? True or false is regarded as true. So okay, now here is next statement. I'm going to copy and paste. So this is our next statement. So there is or and there is not. So 2 is greater than 2 1, right? This is true. So anything beside this will be, this will give us true. Not true means false, and false is false. True or false is true. True or false is regarded as true, right? So if you want to see about this Python operator precedence, so which we need to do first and second, so you need to refer to the Python documentation. So you can easily find the Python documentation in the internet. So you need to refer to that documentation for further to broaden your knowledge. Okay, please try to look into this documentation. Okay, now we need to say this thing. If we make this, then we need to do 2 greater than 2. So true and what is this? And this is false, right? 10 is less than 8 is false. True or false is true, and not true is false. True and not true means false. True and false is, this will give you false. That's simple. So now we need to convert. So if we want in Python, 1 is regarded as true, 1 is regarded as true, and bool 0 is regarded as false. If we provide anything other than 0, then it will be regarded as true, right? This will be also be true. 0 will also only be regarded as false. Now we will look into the string. So let me go to the markdown cell. So this markdown, so let's discuss about strings. So in strings we'll write the things between two quotation mark, right? If we write the things between this quotation mark, then it is known as string. So if we write any integer between these two quotation mark also, this will also be regarded as string. So if we write this as like this, then it will be also regarded as string. So if we don't provide anything between this string, anything like this, if you write anything like this, then this will be regarded as empty string. So this much is for string. Now we'll move into non. So we'll move into non. So non is a special type of data type, so that is used to represent a missing value. For example, if you define a function that does not return anything, does not give you some result back, then it will give you non by default, right? So let's see. uh, type, if we provide non over here, then this will be of non type. And if we define the function, so let's not to be worry about this function, but I'll do separate lesson on how to define a function. But for the clarification, I'll write some function. But if you don't know how to do this, then you should not worry. Okay, I'll cover these things in my next lesson. Okay, we need to define this function as x, and we need to print the whatever input we provide to this function. So my function, we will provide hello in this input. So hello we will provide in this input, and we will compare it to none. So since this function is not returning anything, so it will return none. So none equal to none, this must come as true. So something is wrong over here, so we need to provide double quotation, so it is true. So in this lesson we discussed about integer, right? Integer, float, boolean, and we talked about this non data type. So in this lesson, that's it. We will discuss more in the later sections.